There are new details on Sunday's deadly Ethiopian Airlines crash. According to the company's CEO, the pilot had flight control problems. Ethiopian Airlines CEO tells CNN that the pilot called for air traffic control, and asked to return to the ground. Permission was granted moments before the plane disappeared from radar. All 157 people on board were killed when it crashed minutes after takeoff. This morning, U.S. aviation experts arrived on scene to help with the investigation. A South Jersey native has been identified as one of the 8 Americans killed in that crash. Eyewitness News reporter Cleve Bryan is in Sea Isle City this evening, where Matt Vassir grew up. Cleve.
Well, Matt Vassir was an avid surfer. In fact, he taught lessons here at the Heritage Surf Shop, where we met some of his old friends today that remember him fondly as a person who really did want to change the world.
He looks like he's 10 though.
I know.
He has bleached out hair.
Bleached his hair.
They're memories that span more than 3 decades, back when 43-year-old Matt Vassir was a preteen Sea Isle City surfer.
He was probably about 10, 11 years old. There was a group of young kids here that were pretty good surfers, and us having the surf shop, they all gravitated to the store, and he wanted to be on the surf team.
Matt's love of surfing included a love for the environment.
Matt's soul was a surfer soul. Surfers are adventuresome by nature. We're environmentalists by nature.
Those passions brought the former Stockton student to the West Coast, where he worked in surf and environmental journalism and marketing. He was also a champion for social justice and frequently took trips to Haiti to help with humanitarian relief. Last week, Matt set out on a new adventure to attend the UN Environment Assembly in Kenya. But his trip and life were cut short when Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 crashed, killing all 157 people on board, including Matt Vassir.
He'd always come back with ideas on ways that other people could get involved.
John DeJenny was one of Matt's closest friends, and speaking on behalf of Matt's family, he said everyone that knew Matt is devastated by his death. But they are hopeful that his passion for improving the world will still impact others as they learn more about this tragic crash.
If Matt was here, he'd think it's silly we're talking about him, but he'd want somebody to say, if the spotlight's there, he'd want you to say, go out and do something for somebody else.
And all of Matt's friends pretty much said the same thing, that he was somebody that really inspired them to be better, challenge their beliefs, and they think that he made a big impact in the time that he was here. We'll have much more at 6 o'clock. Live in Sea Isle, Cleve Bryan, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Cleve, thank you. Meantime, some airline workers and lawmakers are calling on the Boeing 737 MAX 8 jets to be grounded in the U.S. More than a dozen other countries have already made the move. Flight attendants and ground crews with American Airlines and Southwest are urging the companies to take the planes out of service until more is known about the crash.
We need to hear from the FAA with transparency here about what steps they're taking to address the concerns of the public and the crews who are working on these planes.
The Federal Aviation Administration says it does not have enough data to take action yet, but will if the investigation indicates the need to do so.